Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Bridge the Gap podcast. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Scott.
And since next week is Christmas, we thought that we would do a fun little Christmas episode. Next week, we're probably not going to have an episode because it's the first time I'm going to be home in a while. And we really just want to take the time to celebrate it with family. So,
and it's going to be like literally Christmas Day.
And Christmas Day.
Thursday.
So we're going to just have a fun little Christmas episode now. We're both wearing green because neither of us own red unless it's affiliated with a team.
Yeah.
I've got my Grinch mug.
Nice.
And we figured we'd just talk to you guys about how the Grays do Christmas, our favorite traditions, maybe some favorite memories, favorite movies, favorite songs, and just bring some Yuletide joy because I have zero here. I forgot to bring my Christmas tree. Happy Hanukkah if you're a Jewish listener, because my roommates are Jewish. We have a menorah, no Christmas tree, but we have a menorah. So happy holidays, and we're going to celebrate them together and with you guys today on the podcast.
Yeah.
So how are you doing, Dad?
I'm okay. You know, I feel really old right now. I went to the grocery store before to get a couple things, and apparently it's like a senior discount day.
Yeah, Wednesday is senior discount day.
Yeah. So they asked if I qualified for the senior discount. And I don't know how to take that. Because here's the thing. A couple weeks ago, I went in on a Wednesday, and they gave me, I think it's a 5% discount. They just gave it to me. And I didn't know if it was because the cashier was like flirty with me and like, I'm going to hook this dude up because it was a female. That's how I took it. But then today, the male checkout dude asked if I qualified. So if it is 65 and over and I'm getting discounts, then I have a completely different mirror.
It's 65.
Do I look 65 years old?
No.
Like, what the fuck?
I don't think you look 65 at all. Like, at all.
I don't even have wrinkles on my forehead. Like,
I don't know where they're getting that.
Gray. But maybe I need to shave all this off. Maybe that's what makes me look old. But
don't shave.
You know, I don't know.
I have PTSD from a kid when you just randomly shave without telling anybody.
That was funny. You all did. So I was feeling good until that happened, and now I don't know which way I'm going with my life. I feel like I'm at. I don't know. I mean, what am I going to look like in 15 years? Like, am I going to look like I'm 100? I don't even really get what's going on.
I seriously cannot believe that because to me, you don't look 65 at all.
I'm wearing a Billabong hoodie with shorts and Vans walking through the store.
65.
Like, am I dressing like I'm 25 and I'm looking like 65? Because that's not a good look for me either. That's not a good look.
Oh,
maybe I have to go buy some pastel pants and pull them up over my nipples.
Don't do all that. That would make it worse.
No, apparently I'm an old geezer. Or at least I look like one. I seriously can't believe if he asked me. I was like, no. And the guy behind me, as I was grabbing my stuff, he's like, I do qualify for the senior discount. And I looked at him and was like, yeah, no shit. Like, I can tell. What the heck, dude?
Well, you know what? If you get asked again, just say yes and see what happens.
Right? I'm going to start taking 5% off.
Start taking
every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Freaking jackasses. I can't believe that. So anyway, in true light of your mug, I'm a little grinchy right now. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm like, what the hell, dude? You know?
Well, when it comes to our household, if anybody in our house is going to be the Grinch, it's going to be you and I. So,
yeah.
And we're both in green, so it's great.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, other than that, you know, just trying to close out the year. It's been a tough year professionally. Yeah. I'm in the logistics world, and it was the worst freight year in like 3 decades. So, you know, it's been maybe I do look 65 for a reason. I don't know. But it's been a tough year. So I'm wrapping up the year, hoping that next year goes really well. And looking forward to seeing you back at home for Christmas next week. Despite all of your, bless you,
Thank you.
Despite your lack of decorations, we have everything up. So,
my heart was in the right spot. I have a lot of Christmas stuff. I just forgot every last drop of it.
yeah,
It's okay.
yeah, you just left it all here.
I just left it there.
Yeah, so
No big deal.
it's all here. So, speaking of Christmas or the holidays, a lot of the times, which, this could be controversial, but, a lot of what I feel like people are trying to do currently is kind of like strip away traditions a little bit. And, denounce things that our country is founded on and, all that kind of stuff, which is disappointing. Like being a patriot now is like almost a bad word. And,
It's like a sin.
yeah. Being a traditionalist is like you must automatically be a racist or something. Like, we've talked about this over and over about how people jump onto these labels so quickly. But when it comes to the holidays and when it comes to stuff in general, I really am traditionally grounded, and
Yeah.
I do believe in carrying on traditions and doing things that you can pass on to your next generation, to the next generation. And, and so I love this time of year. I do. It's a pain in the ass because I have to get all the stuff down from the attic, and then I've got to put all the stuff up. And
you have to send lists to Santa in case we have any youngins
yes.
listening. We have to send lists to Santa and all that stuff.
Yeah. And so, but it's always so nice to be sitting in the living room at night with the Christmas tree on, and we have another one in the front window in the dining room, and then we have one up in the bonus room, and we get the house decorated, so lights everywhere. Not gaudy by any sense of the imagination, but
no, I will say we are very classy, I feel like, with our decorations. Like,
yeah,
our decorations could easily belong in like a Victorian household. Not in a bad way, not saying they're outdated or lame, but like in that timeless kind of classic
yeah,
kind of decorating. That's how we decorate our house. So yeah, it'll be nice to come home and like experience that. Cause again, in my apartment currently, we have string lights on the wall behind the couch. We've always had those. So I turn those on. I light a candle that smells like a sugar cookie. And then I have 2 light up gnomes on the coffee table and a light up sign of the Grinch on the bar cart. And I sit in that every night.
Okay.
In the dark. Because I don't like light.
Right. Right.
I'm a nocturnal being, in case anybody needs to know. You'll find me 10 times more productive between the hours of like 7 p.m. and 12 a.m. than you will all of the rest of the day.
I could attest to that.
I'm a nocturnal being.
True. Mm-hmm. You get that from, your mom and I both are that way.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't have to work during the day, I wouldn't. And I didn't for the first 2 years of your life, almost 3 years of your life. I worked nights.
Yeah. I love working nights.
I loved it.
Yeah. As long as I don't have to open the morning after, then they suck. But if I don't have to do that, it's great.
I mean, I loved it, but it sucked because I didn't see you or your mom for like 5 days at a time because you guys were days and I was nights. So that sucked. But, and I couldn't have carried that on forever. In fact, my buddy once said, he's like, I don't know how you do it because you work nights Monday through Friday, and then you switch your schedule around for the weekends to be a dad and a husband, and then you flip it right back. And I was like, yeah, well, I was in my late 20s, early 30s. I could do it then.
Surviving off of Monster and A Will to Live.
Dude, I don't think they didn't even have Monster back then. I think the only thing we had was like Red Bull, maybe 2000. I don't even know.
I'm looking it up.
Dude, I remember when Red Bull was brand spanking new in like 99, 2000. I don't think Monster was around.
Wrong. 2002. It was around by the time I was born.
Okay. Well,
but anyway.
I didn't drink it.
So speaking of traditions and holidays, we can start there.
Yeah.
my favorite tradition, and I guarantee you somebody's going to laugh, whether it's you or the internet. My favorite tradition is my parents and now my grandparents and I, and my brother, I guess he's there. We all go to Outback on Christmas Eve. And let me tell you, we did that from a young age because when we first moved to South Carolina, and I say we very like objectively, I was 2. I have 0 like.
You were 3 at this point in time. You had turned 3.
You're like mom with the years. You're so much older.
I'm just saying, December of 07, you were 3. That's all I'm saying.
Anyway, so nothing was open. They had just moved here. And one thing that was open was Outback. So then it slowly just started becoming where every year we went to Outback. And we don't eat Outback any other time of the year. We don't even acknowledge it exists until the month of December.
We do. We drive by and go, oh, hey, there it is.
See you in December. Yeah. And then
so
it was so much fun growing up to like get dressed because for a long time it was just the 4 of us. It was 3 of us and then it was 4 of us.
Right.
And so it was something that we got to look forward to as kids because we didn't have the big family gathering that everybody always has. So it was like a fun little thing. And the fact that they would then let us open a present before dinner because they didn't want to talk to us at dinner.
What?
So we had a present to play with so they didn't have to interact with us. No, but that is one of my favorite traditions. And they've tried, now that my brother and I are older, they're like, do you guys want to go anywhere like nicer? And we're like, no. Why would we do that?
Yeah, so I love that that's one of your favorite traditions, and it is funny. So just for a little bit more context, when we moved out here in 07 from California, in California, everything's open all the time, or it was. I have no idea how it is now, but like you said, we were the only ones here, so we had no family, so there was no Christmas Eve dinner. And before we left California, your mom's parents are divorced, so we would spend Christmas Eve with one during the day, and then we would go to the other one at night. And then the next day after we did presents, we'd drive out to my parents' house and spend Christmas Day there, and then spend the night and then drive home on the 26th. So it was always kind of chaotic anyway. But when we were out here, there was nobody, like you said, and I was working in retail. So I was working at the Red Bullseye, and it used to, the holidays used to be a big deal for brick and mortar shopping. You know what I mean? The internet was around, but it wasn't like clearly like it is now.
Right.
So I think Target closed at like 6 on Christmas Eve, and I was the closing manager. And the good thing is by 6 o'clock we were closed, like done, because you start kicking people out early. And people stop shopping after like 4 o'clock because they're like, it's Christmas Eve, so you had time to clean every stuff up. Right. So I didn't get home until like 6:30. Right. And the only restaurant, now mind you, it was 18 years ago in a very small town, which is not so small anymore, but there was nothing open, nothing, because most of the places were family owned type places,
And even McDonald's wasn't open.
I mean, when we moved here, Target wouldn't open until after 10 on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Or, there's still, you can't buy liquor on a Sunday. You can buy beer and wine, but not liquor. But like a lot of stores didn't open until noon on Sundays when we first moved here. So, so the only restaurant open was Outback. That's the only one. And so that's where we went. And we've carried on that tradition every year except for two times. We had one time where our old neighbors were home and they wanted to go to a different restaurant. So we went. We did that once. And then a few years ago, your aunt and uncle from Connecticut and cousins were down. And so we did Christmas Eve dinner at your grandparents. But was a lot of fun. But I do remember sitting there. I even told my cousin too. Her and I were good friends, and I remember telling her, I was like, I'm so happy to see you. I really wish I could be at Outback right now. It's so crazy too because that Outback is still here. It's still alive and kicking. It's still, um, we still go. I drove by it last week on my way down south and for work, and yeah, I think we're going again this year. I don't think.
No, we are.
Yeah. Okay. So
We are.
yeah, that's a good one. That's a
I
good.
haven't been home for anything. So guess what? We're going to Outback. I will die on the hill of going to Outback.
It is crazy too, because that's a good tradition. I remember being a kid.
It's so unique to our family. Like,
It
everyone
is.
has traditions that kind of like overlap. Like, oh, we watch Christmas Vacation on Christmas Eve after dinner. Oh, my family does the same thing, but with the Grinch. Like, there's a lot of stuff that overlaps, but Outback is so just for us.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's one thing that I just hold dear because it's like, it's so unique to our family. It's also so fitting for our family to like do that. So yeah, that's one thing that I hold very dear.
Yeah. No, that's good. When I was a kid, my Christmas Eve tradition, and we didn't carry it on with you guys. I don't know why we didn't. Maybe it was just a population thing, but we would go, my mom would drive us around neighborhoods to look at Christmas lights.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of like just driving in your neighborhood every day and you see your neighborhood who has lights up and who doesn't, she would take us around to different neighborhoods to look at Christmas lights and how people put them up. And then at the end of our street, so I lived on Barrymore, and then on Oviedo, which was the cross street, they had those houses started a tradition, and it's called Christmas Card Lane, and it's super popular in San Diego. So we used to look at those. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was like every Christmas Eve until I don't know, until my sister graduated high school, probably, or maybe a little bit even before that. But that was always a good one, and I don't know why we didn't carry on. I know your mom has done it, but it wasn't anything that was like consistently done.
I think it's because we had the Speedway lights.
Yeah, we did that.
So we did that. There's the Charlotte Speedway lights. They put on a light show. It's themed every single year. So we did that. Awesome. So maybe that was kind of like in your brain, almost the equivalent.
Yeah, maybe.
But I like when I got into high school and all my friends could drive, like we did that as a friend group. Like we'd go around the neighborhoods and look at stuff. So
yeah,
maybe in your brain, it just the Charlotte lights. You were like, this is good enough.
Yeah.
This will do.
It's so funny too, because we did when you guys were little. We would have you guys each open a gift so that you guys had something to take with you for dinner, and it wasn't so that we didn't have to talk to you, lame ass.
That was a funny joke, though.
It was a funny joke, but it was like a Barbie for you, or a couple cars for Ryan, or a monster truck or something,
or a new movie, and we'd watch it on the portable
DVD player, and people would look at us like we were
terrible parents.
When in reality, as you guys got older, we were the most like strict with technology
at the table
for sure. But yeah, it was so funny because when I was growing up, because we always got you new pajamas, and that's a tradition that I know a lot of families do, but it was the tradition that I always had.
Yep.
We got to open one gift. It was new PJs. And my mom would never deviate from that. Come on, let me open one more. Just one small thing. Nope, that was it. You get PJs, get your ass to bed. You know, I'm just kidding,
Good
Mom.
night.
Just kidding, Mom. But I'm not kidding
really.
I'm not kidding about just getting the PJs. And so it was funny because then we evolved that tradition to include that extra gift. Mm-hmm. And so now, as you guys are older, you guys still want to do it. And we're like, no, you're not getting a gift. You're an adult now. We can talk like adults.
Such bullshit.
So you wait until Saturday
Saturday. That was so random.
Why did I say Saturday? It's not Christmas is on Thursday this year.
Thursday.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
No, I know what Mom's gonna say this year too, because I'm gonna pull it again. I'm gonna be like, let me open something. She'll be like, you want to know what your gift is this year, Lauren? We're buying you alcohol. You get a drink at dinner. That's what your gift is.
Yeah. Because your drink will probably cost now that you're of age.
I'm a simple drinker.
Our dinners are going to be more expensive. I'm just kidding. What other traditions do we do? We never put up Christmas until Thanksgiving.
After Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't play around.
Yeah, we don't deviate. And I've tried to get your mom to adjust like this year because Easter. God, what is the matter with me? Thanksgiving
Is there
was,
whiskey in that cup?
No, there isn't. Maybe there needs to be. Because Thanksgiving was so late this year. So I was like, come on, let's put it up. Let me just put the trees up. Let me just put the stuff up just so that it's ready to decorate since we have such a limited time.
Nope.
And she wouldn't do it.
And I support it.
I don't. I want
I know,
to do it
because you
early,
like Christmas. It's
well,
your
and it
favorite.
takes a long time. So by the time we got everything decorated, it was like the 7th of December. And I feel like we robbed ourselves of a couple weeks of pretty decorations, you know? So
but we leave it up until the week after New Year's, so we make up for it.
Sorta. It is weird too now that you're not home, because it's you know, like we ran into I don't know if your mom told you, but we ran into one of your old friends that works at Blue the other night.
Yeah, she told me.
And she was asking about you, and we're like, no, she's still down there. She's working. She'll be home for Christmas Eve, hopefully the day before Christmas Eve. And then she might have to go back down to work the weekend after Christmas, but she asked for the week off after Christmas. And she's like, wow, that's when you know we're like adulting, is when we don't even show up until Christmas Eve.
And
I was like,
that's fair.
That's fair. Like, that bummed me out, but it's true.
And like today, I just told you when we were getting propped up, I was like, should I pick up a shift tonight?
Yeah.
Like, I got nothing else to do. I might as well work. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, damn it, now I have to go to work. Like, why did I do that?
Did you commit? You already committed? You
yeah,
said
I
you
committed.
take it?
I did it on the spot, man.
Oh, man.
I straight up, I asked you as I was clicking accept.
Well, then why'd you even ask me?
But yeah, it totally is adulting where, like, instead of enjoying the fact that I have nothing to do today, I'm like, oh, but I could be making money.
Right.
Plus, a lot of my friends, you make a lot of friends working in restaurants. So, like, a lot of my friends are working tonight. I checked the schedule. So I was like, oh, well, they're working. I'm not doing anything. So I might as well go socialize and also make money.
Yeah.
Like, what's the harm? Until I get there and about 2 hours into my shift, I'm going to be like, can I go home? Can I leave?
Well, like,
but yeah, I think
so. As a server, you always have this thing in your brain that's like, all right, well, if I'm going to be here, I need to make money. But if I make $100, I'm going to be like,
I'm done. Yep.
Cut me. Right. Everybody has that threshold. And it might not even be $100. It might be like, I just need to make $75 to make this night worthwhile. And once I hit 75, I'm be like,
I'm
hey,
done.
When are we phasing? We phasing? Yeah. I gotta go. I want to go. You know,
I want to leave.
I used to do the same thing. You know,
yeah.
I'd be like, all right, if I have to work, then I'm.
I don't usually have like a money marker. For me, it's a time marker. So like, if it hits about 4 hours, I'm like, all right, I'm good. You can let me go home now. Like, I'm done. I've done all my side work. I've in fact rolled silverware and ignored my last table. Let's get me out of here.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I've never ignored a table, but
I was always a money threshold.
Oh, mine's like, time. You get 4 good hours of me, and then after that, I can't control what happens.
Well, you better fix that, because no other job in your life is going to be 4 hours. Unless we win Powerball tonight, and then you can
do whatever. I genuinely enjoy my job, and I think that reflects because a lot of people, not to toot my own horn, but I am good at my job. It's one thing that I do take pride in. It's one thing that I actually have cemented that I know I'm good at right now. So I take a lot of pride in it. I'm good at my job. So it means a lot to me when I'm able to make my tables also enjoy their time. And then they tell me, they're like, oh, you're such a good server. Like, we really enjoyed our time with you. We're going to ask for you next time. Like, that makes me feel so good. So like, I take a lot of pride in my work. When I'm there, I make jokes of, I want to go home. I want to do this. I want to blah, blah, blah. But I genuinely do enjoy my job. And that's why on days where I have nothing to do, I'm like, yeah, I'll pick up a shift.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. It does make the traditions a little bit different for us being the parents. It's weird. Like, it's a weird time. But we try and keep up with them. You know what I mean? Like, we try and no matter how old you guys get, we try and still do the dinner on Christmas Eve, like you said. We still decorate the house like you guys are little. You know what I mean? Like we have trees up and garland and lights.
And the speedway lights we still try to do every year.
We still try
point.
and do that every year. I don't know if we're going to do it this year. Maybe the week after Christmas we can do it. We still decorate outside. I think the one thing that we don't do anymore is like a Christmas card. And I was thinking about that the other day.
Mom's picked some of the ugliest pictures of me sometimes, and I'm like, there's no taking that back either. Like it's on paper forever.
Yeah. It's crazy too, because we don't get very many anymore, but that used to be a big deal. Like we'd have to order a couple hundred of them and send them out. It cost a fortune.
Well, it's because social media.
Social media.
All the pictures on the cards you've seen on the Facebook before. So it's like, what's the point of this?
Exactly. So that's not a tradition we kept going. Dinner wise on Christmas, we always did a rib roast. So we always do that. And we're not hosting Christmas dinner this year. Your grandparents are, but they are getting a rib roast and a ham. so
I love him.
That's pretty consistent every year. PJs on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Christmas Day, we wake up. Now it's a lot later than it used to be.
No, actually, Christmas Day is the one day I'm a morning person. I'm like, let's get this shit on the road.
It's still later than it used to be. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, but if we're starting after 9:30, I'm going to be mad. But Ryan
that'll
is
be
now...
up to your that's up to your brother.
Oh, he'll wake up. I know how to get into his room. He'll lock the door on me, but I will find a way in.
And then what else do we... Well, so when we wake up, we open gifts, and then we do some sort of breakfast. Mm-hmm. Usually simple, like cinnamon rolls or something.
Yeah, the easier the better.
Yeah, we don't cook because normally I'm cooking for the rest of the day, you know? So that's kind of... I know, and some people open all their gifts on Christmas Eve. We're not. We're traditional Christmas morning.
No, yeah, no offense. I don't understand the point of that.
I don't either.
That's what Christmas Day is for. Santa comes Christmas Eve.
Right.
You get the reward Christmas Day.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people do that. I'm sure there's some
unless they
cultures...
travel on Christmas Day and it's like a full day of family.
Right.
That makes sense then. But if you're not traveling 2.5 hours to visit family, then like, why?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's crazy. So thinking back to all the Christmases, which one in your memory, if you can recall, which one can you look back and go, this was my favorite Christmas, or this was my favorite gift on Christmas, or both?
Okay.
So what Christmas can you remember that was your favorite Christmas?
It's so funny because I think the first Christmas that I was fully lucid for was like conscious, like I was there, like I can see myself there. Like I say that because you see pictures and you're aware that you were there, but you don't remember being there. You know what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
When Ryan got his Dune Racer, that Christmas I remember more than any other one. I remember walking downstairs and seeing it.
Yeah. That was a good Christmas for the both of you.
That was a great Christmas.
For both of you.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That one I remember.
That was a successful Christmas.
That was. Santa delivered that Christmas.
Santa delivered, man. And I was up a long time helping Santa.
Yep.
Putting all that stuff out.
That together. One. And then.
What year was that? He was what? 2? Was that 2010?
He was such a baby.
Was that 2010, 2011 maybe? It had to have been 2010 because you were 6.
Yeah, I was still
That
little.
would have put you at 6, and you were riding in that Dune Racer, and he had a train table, I think, that year. You guys played with that. And then you got I think that was that your Monster High time frame?
No, Monster High was later. Monster High was about 10 years old.
Okay.
But I remember that Christmas too because I got every single doll that I asked for.
Yeah, you did.
So
I think the year that you're talking about too, I think you got every single thing.
yeah, I was
you
a good
asked
kid.
for.
Santa delivered.
I mean, you earned it.
Santa
That's
delivered.
true.
I earned it.
I'm not bragging. So anybody listen, don't be all fucking ridiculous. We're not bragging.
Santa delivered.
All right, that's a good one. What's been out of all your Christmases? What's been the gift that when you open, you're like, oh my god, like this is the best thing you could have gotten me?
When you bought me tickets to go to New York. That was first it was when I got enrolled in acting classes. I remember that one very vividly.
Yeah, that was good.
That was really good.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, my favorite is the tickets to New York to visit my cousin. Those meant a lot to me. Because at the time, at that age, we've talked about this. I've always loved London, but like my hyperfixation at that point was New York.
Yeah.
And I'd gone to visit my cousin before and like seen it all, but I wanted more.
No way.
So,
you want more?
Don't make me sound like a spoiled brat. I'm not that bad, but I do genuinely appreciate everything my parents do for me and what Santa has been able to deliver for me. So that was a big one where I think I cried.
You did.
I was very, very, very happy, very, very thankful, very, very excited.
You cried for the acting lessons too.
I did. I remember that too. Yeah. I have a very hard time expressing what?
So you cry a lot.
I do cry a lot, but like I have a very hard time. I'm not easy to surprise because I'm a control freak. And then if you do manage to surprise me, I'm not fun to surprise. My high school boyfriend surprised me senior year. He asked me to prom.
Yeah, you're a bitch.
Hand-dipped strawberries. Let me get there. Hand-dipped strawberries, wrote prom on them by himself. And he came over. It was our like 5-year anniversary. He came over holding the plate. And I literally looked him dead in the eye and I said, I hate you. I'm not fun to surprise. I can't handle it well.
Somehow you kids didn't last.
That's not funny. That hurt a little bit. You asshole. No, stop. No, but at the time he knew. Joking. At the time he knew I don't handle surprises well. He laughed. He gave me a hug. Funny. It was funny. I'm not good at being surprised. It's really hard for me to. I don't know what it is in my brain, but it's really hard for me to process and give an appropriate reaction. So I just like. I default to like, oh, you suck. I can't believe you did this.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's like cuteness aggression like you get with animals where you're like I just want to squeeze it. Like I don't process surprises well.
We did a good job though.
So when you're able to surprise me, yeah. I'm either going to tell you I hope you die or I'm going to start crying.
Right. Did you ever find anything before Christmas and never tell us?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sucks.
You want me to tell you?
Sure. I mean,
it's in the new house.
And We've been here a decade, so this house.
It's in the new house, and I was vacuuming y'all's closet, and there was a box underneath your clothes that were hanging. Your lower rack. There was a box.
Lower rack, yeah.
And I pulled it out because you guys were always like, "We can tell when you short stick it." So it's actually kind of your fault. But I pulled the box out. And because you guys used to get on me like you would move mom's shoes, did you? And I was like, no.
You used to vacuum around everything.
I did.
It's like, oh, there's a piece of paper right there. I'll just vacuum around it.
Yep. So I pulled the box out. And most of it was wrapped already. So I didn't see a lot of it. But I did see the Polaroid camera.
Oh.
And that I got that on Christmas, and I remember sitting there, and I was like, so I remember looking in that box. But you know what's funny? I felt guilty, and like part of me wanted to like sort through it to see what else wasn't wrapped yet. But I was like, no, I'm gonna get in trouble. Not that like I thought you guys were gonna like beat me, but like no. I didn't want to get in trouble or get caught, so I pushed that box back under, and I was like, hopefully they don't notice I didn't vacuum under there.
That's so funny. Is that the only time? Out of all the years?
Yes, besides the horrible day that I found pictures on the family iPad.
Oh, yeah,
So if you have kids,
that
skip this
sucked.
whole segment, okay? Skip this whole segment if you have children. Um,
No, it wasn't that.
I
So anyway, that's pretty impressive that we did a good job of keeping it a surprise.
mhm.
I was like you. I never snooped when I was a kid. I never tried to find them. I didn't want to find them.
Especially even when I got
My
my phone
sister,
taken, you guys took it. I was like, I'm not looking for it. It's gone in my
my
brain.
sister was the complete opposite. She would hunt for them
Mm-mm.
constantly. So I was like you. I never cared. So I mean, let me rephrase. I cared. I just didn't want to ruin
I didn't want to ruin it.
Christmas
Yeah,
morning,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know? So, yeah. So, one of the best Christmases that I have memory of for you was was when you were 2. So, we were still in California. We lived in a townhouse and you you got a shit ton of stuff that year. I mean, you were the first grandkid on your mom's side of the family, and we lived in the same town as your grandparents, so we were really close. And my parents would come and watch you like every couple weeks, and they lived an hour and a half away, but they would come. So you were the attention, but your mom and I were in a good place after years of not being in a good place. And you were our first kid. And, when you were born, you were only a couple months old for that first one. So that doesn't really count. And then your
Yeah.
second one, when you're a year old, still you're a year old. There's not a lot of fun
Yeah.
yet. And then when you turn 2, and that year between 1 and 2, you're already walking, you're wanting to ride bikes and scooters. And so, man, we got you a bike, a scooter. You had freaking Disney princess shoes. You
Oh,
had, I
I remember
mean,
those shoes so vividly.
you had tons of stuff. And so it was so great because you could look over the balcony upstairs into the living room, right? It's a townhouse. So you walk the hallway upstairs and you couldn't look right over, but you were obviously little, so you couldn't look over the wall, but the wall had glass cutout frames so you could look through the glass. So you used to always put your hands on the glass and call down to us and stuff. And it was so great because you got up, you were in a little girl bed at that time, you weren't in a crib anymore, and you go open the door, and from where our bed was, I was laying in bed, I could see down the hallway through the door, and I could see you coming, and you were all rubbing eyes, and
Just
you
a
walked by one
baby.
of the glass openings, and it was so freaking awesome because
I think I know this story.
you look down because you could see the Christmas tree and all the presents, and of course the bike's not wrapped and the scooter's not wrapped, so you see that stuff, and you look down, and then you look forward, you take 2 steps, and then you stop. You backed up 2 steps, you turned around, and you looked, and then you just yelled Christmas. It was so freaking cute, dude. Like, it was the greatest
Oh god.
freaking Christmas. And
That
you
is
like
so funny.
when those pictures come up on memories and stuff, I flash back to what was that, 2006? Yeah, Christmas of 2006, and it just brings me back. And then I get told
That's so
I get
funny.
asked. Then I get asked if I'm 65 for a grocery store senior discount. Freaking ridiculous.
That is funny. That's a good one.
That is a good one. The
I like how all kids also, when you made the eye rubbing thing, all kids rub their eyes the exact same way.
same.
It's
Oh,
all with the knuckle right here, and then it's just all
it's
over
just
the face.
all disc and it's
Yeah.
just whatever you can do.
It's just like when they all take a drink, it's always,
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
both hands.
Yeah, it's so funny. That was a good one. I remember that one. I do remember the one you thought of because I remember you had a great time that Christmas, and so did Ryan. There was a Christmas obviously here, but I think in the first house where it snowed on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That is a memorable
That
one.
one
'Cause
is a memory. Oh my
you guys were
gosh.
so pumped.
I remember
And
the one
then
in this house though, because Ryan came barreling into my bedroom. And I don't sleep with pants on, so it was awkward for about 5 minutes. He comes barreling into my bedroom and he's like, I'm pissed because I'm like, get out of my room. Like, why are you in here? And he goes, it's snowing. And I was livid because I thought he literally woke me up to laugh in my face and joke that it was snowing. And I was like, no, it's not. And he goes, really? Want to bet? Get up and go look out the window. I said, get out of my room because I wasn't wearing pants. So finally he leaves and I get dressed and I walk out and I literally shoved him so hard. I was like, it's snowing. And he goes, he like is gripping his shoulder and he's like, I just said that. Like,
that's funny. Yeah, those are good ones. You know, when I was a kid, I was trying to think of this before we got on, and like our Christmases were chaotic because we would always drive up to my grandparents' house because my mom was one of 7 kids, right? Big family. So
it's crazy. Them baby boomers, they went to work, man.
Yeah. So like Christmas, right? So Christmas, it was actually before the baby boomers, the parents.
Yeah, you know what I meant. The result, the baby boomers are the result of them going to work, bro.
Right. So I just remember, like, I don't remember Christmas when I was a kid that I was like, this is the best Christmas ever. Mm-hmm. I have moments in my memories that I go, that was really cool. Like, the year I got a surfboard for Christmas, like my parents had it hidden. I don't even know where they hid it to this day.
Yeah, I can't imagine where they hid it.
And it was yellow. It was a Channing. That was a cool Christmas. But it's not like I could go surf that morning because we had to, you know what I mean? It's Christmas. And we had to go, you know?
Well, what's funny is in my brand, I also went, and it was also winter. And then I remembered like, oh, you're also in Southern California.
San Diego.
So yeah it was fine.
We were wearing a full suit by October anyways. The water's so damn cold. People don't realize how cold the Pacific Ocean is. And then there was another year where I got Nintendo, the first Nintendo N60. I don't even know if it was called N64. Probably not. It's probably just Nintendo.
Yeah, I think that was
system.
the first one.
Because I didn't have it, and my parents, my best friend had it, so we'd always play at his house. And I asked for like 2 years and just no. And then they got it for me. And it was the Duck Hunt. It was the Duck Hunt package. So I had Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt with the gun. And I was so stoked. But again, I couldn't hook it up and play all day because we had to get dressed and get going. You know what I mean? And that's okay because I still have great memories of being around all my cousins. So, because you can imagine, I was the 3rd oldest grandkid. So, and I have like, I don't know, 30, 40 cousins. I don't even know how many I have on my mom's side. So
it's insane.
I have great memories. And there was a time where like I got a bike and my dad was like, all right, I'll put it in the trunk and tie the trunk down. Something that you guys would never experience nowadays. But back then there weren't SUVs and stuff. You know what I mean?
It's in the station wagon.
Yeah. It's like, throw it in the trunk, and my dad tied the trunk down with some twine, and I got to ride my bike
and hoped for the best.
Yeah. But yeah, those things, I remember those, and I remember going and looking at Christmas lights, and I remember Christmas Eve being just pajamas, and I remember, you know, all of that stuff, like coming down. We still do this as one. When you guys get up, we don't let you come down until we get downstairs ready. So with music, the fireplace,
the trash bags,
and then the trash bags. And
this year, you guys are gonna have to make me coffee.
Yeah, you're making your own damn.
And have it. I can't though, because I can't come downstairs.
Yeah, it won't be ready by the
just have it like
downstairs.
Just hold it like this as I come down, and I'll just take it.
Yeah. Well, we still make you guys do a picture on the stairs. That's something my mom did.
I hate that.
With ours, and maybe a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of people do that. I don't think that's.
It's very sweet. I hate it.
It's so great. You'll love it when you're a parent someday, and you.
I will.
All your Christmas pictures, and you see all your kids. It's so crazy.
I'm sure I'll love it as I get older to look back on. However, in
Yeah.
the moment now, when that picture hits the Facebook page, I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Because I'm
That's
not
cool.
graceful in the morning. I love being a morning person on Christmas, but I'm not graceful in the morning. I'm
Yeah.
really not a joy.
Yeah.
But I think to wrap this episode up, we
Yeah.
should go ahead. We'll do, how about our top 3 Christmas movies?
Okay.
So start thinking, and then top 5 Christmas songs.
Oh, I don't
So
know.
I'll go first. I'm ready for, I'll start with movies.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not ready. Shit. Now I'm scared.
I'll do movies.
First is, you cannot say that's stupid, not Christmas. You're not saying Die Hard. That's not a Christmas movie.
It's totally a Christmas movie.
It's not. And if it's
He's
in your
there
top
for
3, we're
Christmas.
ending this podcast right now. Number 1 is going to be Home Alone, the original, the very first one. Number 2 is going to be also the original, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And I'm not talking Grinch Carrey, Jim Carrey original. I'm talking the 1968 original.
Cartoon.
Yes. Number 3 is new. And I just watched it all the way through this year. And it's The Family Stone.
Oh, good movie.
It's a good movie. And then my honorable
really
mention is going to be Christmas Vacation.
Okay. So, since I can't pick Die Hard,
Because it's not a Christmas movie.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation for sure. Home Alone for sure. And then I'll put, because I can't put Die Hard in, I'll put the movie The Ref in. It's the greatest. Dennis Leary. It's the greatest. We watched it the other night. Ryan actually watched it with us. He was cracking up. It's such a good movie.
Okay.
We watch it every year. Honorable mention will be Family Stone. I watch that every time it comes on.
Great movie.
I love that movie.
It's actually really bad. It's very toxic, but it's good.
I tear up every time.
Oh, I saw my eyes out. I've never seen it all the way through before.
I know it's coming. Right. I know it's coming. I've seen it 100 times, but I still will.
Yeah.
So that'll be an honorable mention with Die Hard is an honorable mention. But yeah, I mean, I like all of them. I really do. There's very few. I mean, your mom likes stuff like The Holiday and all of that stuff, and they're okay. But I think every Christmas I watch Christmas Vacation. Your mom and I, when you guys were kids, we would wrap gifts, and that would be the first movie we'd put on after you guys went to bed.
Well, now we watch it as a family.
Yeah, so Christmas
because we're
Vacation,
old enough for it to be funny.
And Home Alone's the greatest movie
ever.
That's the best. I love that movie.
That's the one Christmas related thing that I might indulge in before December is Home Alone.
I watch them all. They're on constantly right now. I watch them constantly.
I don't watch anything after the second one because Macaulay Culkin's not in it. But
songs, I don't.
Songs. Okay, my number 1 Christmas song of all time is "Do They Know It's Christmas." It's my favorite song ever. But it also just is very personal to me because it's something that Mom and I have shared for a very, very long time. And not saying you don't either, but Mom and I are going to listen to that more than you will.
Right.
So like that one, Last Christmas by Wham. I don't care what anybody has to say. That's one of the top tier Christmas songs ever. And I love George Michael. I love that man. I know he wouldn't love me back, but it's okay.
The man's dead, Lisa.
Well, he was also like gay, but
that was a weird science reference, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
I think third is Sad for Me. Or not sad, but it makes me very nostalgic, and it's Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas by Frank Sinatra. Mm-hmm. It's sad to me because, like we've talked about, Christmas isn't the same once you get older. When you're in the age I am right now, where I don't have a family and kids of my own, and I'm not a kid anymore, it's like weird. I love listening to that song, but I will genuinely start crying listening to it because I'm like, and that's when all the memories from like that are locked way back here, just like, and I'm like, like Like it gets me. It makes me feel very nostalgic in a good way, but it is very cut the cameras. Number 4 is going to be a modern song called Merry Christmas, Please Don't Call. I love it. It's new wave. And then 5, you're going to hate this one, is Happy Christmas by John Lennon. The
Why would I not like that one? I don't even know Christmas songs. That's how stupid I am. Like I was sitting here trying to think, and I was like, Christmas songs. Like I don't even know.
Let It Snow.
Yeah, I guess.
Baby, It's Cold Outside. Jingle Bells. Dad, Mary, Did You Know?
No, I know.
Ooh,
I mean, my favorite
one
is Mariah Carey. Just kidding. I just wanted to see your face.
Did you see how fast my smile dropped? That was
dude.
insane.
That was pretty quick.
Record timing.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
I think that's one of the most overrated Christmas songs of all time. And you know what? I'm clipping that on purpose. Mariah Carey's song, guys, is not even that good. Last Christmas and every other one that I just mentioned, 10 times better. And I don't care. I don't care. Fire me. Please don't, actually. I need my job.
So I'll say, so I do like the Do They Know It's Christmas Time, that song, that compilation of artists that do it.
Fantastic.
I like Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, which is
fun one.
very
Yeah.
prevalent on Home Alone, as a matter of fact. There's some songs that are out there that I don't know the name of them, but when they come on, I'm like, oh, I like that song. You know what I mean?
Like what? Sing it.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's some I forget, like Jingle Bell Rock, great one.
Jingle Bell Rock's one.
Oh, Come All Ye Faithful, great song. Joy to the World, great song.
Underrated one. Underrated one.
Angels.
Yeah. Underrated one is Little Drummer Boy. That's a great song.
I think Bing Crosby and David Bowie did a duet in the 80s for the Little Drummer Boy. I remember seeing that video on MTV. That's a good one. I'll put that one in there. So I know I've named 5 at this point.
Yeah. That was good.
I think those are good. But
you know which ones I hate more than anything in this entire world, and I will skip it every time it comes on? Santa Baby freaks me the hell out. I hate it. It is so uncomfortable to listen to. Because as a kid, you just kind of sit there and you're like, what? But when you get older, you realize it's a wife trying to seduce her husband. And it's just uncomfortable to listen to. I don't want to listen to that. I'm okay. I'm going to skip it every single time. And then also, I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Same deal for me. It's just weird. Makes me uncomfortable. Even though I grew up on the Jackson 5 version and I love the Jackson 5, those 2 songs make me so uncomfortable. And I just, at my grown ass age, I will throw a fit if it's on. I'm like, turn it off, skip the song. I can't do it.
It's like Santa got run by Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
I hate that song.
My dad was such a serious dude. But as he got older, we've had this conversation. My dad was a goof.
He is.
And I do remember when that song came on, my dad acting like a goof. You know what I mean? Like he was always so stoic and business and just serious all the time. Not in a negative way. It just is who he was. Now I understand it because when you have the weight of the family and bills and career and, it's a lot. It's a lot to carry. But he was always so goofy too.
Yeah.
And so that's when that song used to come on, he would be such a goof with it, It's so funny.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, we can't wait to have you home.
I'm excited to come home.
It's going to be a good Christmas.
It is.
And we have a lot to be thankful for, even though this year was very challenging for you, for me, for your mom, for your brother, for the family, but for a lot of people, it's just been, it's just been a tough year. And so,
and we all made it out alive.
Yeah. Those that we know. So I just love the year because it always brings like hope and peace and family back. And I just hope that we can kind of focus on that stuff again heading into the new year, the importance of family. I just hope in the new year everybody recognizes the importance of peace and love and family and friends. And it doesn't mean you're always going to get along, and you may have different viewpoints, and sometimes that's okay. Every time it's okay, to be honest with you. And I just hope that we all get back to traditions and stability and priorities and have a very, very good 2026. I do want to give my thoughts to the Brown University victims and to Bondi Beach. What is going on with the Jewish community and the anti-Semitism is just deplorable to me. I will never condone that. And for people on the first day of their holiday to experience that terror, it's just unfathomable. And I just wish that 2026 brings more stability and love,
less
and
violence,
and less violence,
yes,
and less hate.
Yes,
disagreements are fine. It's how the world works. Disagreements are okay, but the absolute hatred is just gotta
stop.
Squash it. So I love this time of year. It gives me time to pause and reflect and hope and pray and focus forward and be very thankful for what I have, because I don't think of that every day. I'm always trying to just get the next thing, but this time of year it always is good to take a step back and appreciate it and love each other and repair wounds, like in Home Alone, right? He calls his son and his son comes over, like it's, that
part makes me tear up now that I'm older too. Like I was watching it the other day and I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh
yeah. Right. Like it's just such a great time. And I just hope everybody has that time this year. And
I
agree. Thank you guys. We've been doing this podcast for 5 months now.
6 months.
We've have 6 months, and we just really appreciate you all. And we hope that you all have a very, 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 very happy holiday and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and a great time with your friends and family. And
and just to round that off, I feel the same way. I really hope we can go into 2026 with more love and compassion than we started it with 2025 with. I also want to give my own love prayers in regards to the victims of Brown University and Bondi Beach. Now that some of my closest friends are Jewish, that hit a little harder than I was expecting it to, even though I'm not Jewish. I'm very
You're
Christian.
But you're a human being.
Yeah, and I've listened to them talk about, the fear of being Jewish, and I never really understood it until, again, just a couple days ago. So I want to give my thoughts and my love to everybody that's been affected by any kind of violence this year, and I hope that we can end it with nothing but love and start the new year with nothing but love. But yes, happy holidays. Everybody have a great holiday season, and thank you for all your support, and we'll be back the week after Christmas. So everyone have a good Christmas and Hanukkah. Peace out, everybody. Bye.
Share, like, follow. Love ya.
Okay, bye. Love you.